Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
From Hollywood. Welcome to the Rat's Ass Podcast with Mojo Elliott.
Oh, we're going to hit it today, and we're going to hit it real good.
Who gives a rat's ass?
From the Mojo studio at Ground Zero, deep inside the Santa Monica Mountains on Lake Malibu, who is up for another raging, action-packed adventure.
Let's do it.
Here's what's on tap on the rap. You're going to get it straight from the jackass's mouth today. I've got my spin on the Fauci Fugazi for you. The bastard mayor of New York City strikes again. And what does it mean to kiss the Woobus?
That's just about enough of it.
You're about to find out. Another round of head trauma's on the way. Get ready to play the movie mashup. Plus our usual lunacy and loose behavior, including What Say You and Mojo's Fucking Funny. That's what's up today on the Rat's Ass Podcast for Thursday, July 30th. You know, after tomorrow, we've got 7 months in the books for 2026 already. And that means you only have 2 months left to sign up to get your Rat Nation digital ID to play the Mischief Pyramid starting in October. Yeah, I just let a little cat out of the bag there for you. I'll have more details on the way on future podcast for you. Go to our hub at ratsasspodcast.com. Sign up and get it done while I'm reminding you. All right, let's get into the rap today. I saw this morning where Donald Trump said he was going to knock the fucking shit out of Iran. Got real nasty about it after they reneged on yet another agreement. How many is that? Like 77? Can't keep track. He keeps saying that we can end this Islamic Republic of Iran in just a few hours. That's all it'll take. I say, Donnie boy, stop dicking us around and put these camel humpers to bed. Let's get it done. This whole thing is costing us a lot of moolah.
Ooh, that's a bingo.
Well, in case you missed it, Fox News' Shannon Bream interviewed DSA co-chair Megan Romer about their intention should the Democratic Socialists of America gain power over the United States government. Does this sound like a great idea to you?
Put up on the screen a few of the things that are part of your platform, and I want to ask you, just give me sort of a true or false on these. Abolish the Senate.
True.
Okay. Replace the presidency and Supreme Court as we now know them.
Yep.
Abolish ICE.
Absolutely.
Abolish borders and give amnesty to anyone currently in the U.S. illegally.
As a long-term plan, yep.
Defund the Pentagon.
Absolutely.
Abolish prisons, at least in large part.
Yeah, again, that as part of a long-term program, yeah.
Okay, so no prisons. Government or public ownership of most large corporations.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, nothing says high IQ more than somebody who answers the questions with, yep, yep. I mean, what are we going to do here? Just toss out 250 years of history and start over again with these cupcakes? I mean, let's stop beating around the bush here and call the DSA what they really are. How about deranged, simple-minded asshats? Did you happen to see the Fauci Fugazi yesterday? Wasn't that a waste of time? Little bastard pled the fifth after every question. I think it was 111 questions, so plead the fifth. Now, as far as I'm concerned, nothing says guilty more after being pardoned by Joe Biden than pleading the fifth. And I would also like to personally thank Bernie Moreno, the senator from Ohio, for saying what we were all thinking when he said to Fauci, who the fuck do you think you are doing what you did to America? Now, I'll bet my third nut, Fauci went to the Washington Nationals game against Toronto last night, shoved a bunch of hot dogs in his face, guzzled some beer with a big smug smile on his face. What do you think? Then he went home after the game and slept like a baby. You know, after murdering a couple of million of innocent people, at least Hitler had the decency to kill himself. All right, if it couldn't get any more ridiculous, the communist Muslim mayor of New York City, Zohran Mamdani, decided to release the names and addresses of all the New York property owners who could be hit with a pied-à-terre tax. And he did it to intimidate them. Hey, your names are out there. We can come get you now if you don't pay your bill. Yeah, Mamdani's kind of too stupid to think of this on his own, so I'm quite sure he's got outside handlers telling him what to do. But as much as I hate to see longtime New Yorkers suffer because of this douchebag, this will teach them to stay home on Election Day in the future and show the rest of America what socialism, that always leads to communism, will look like in the future if we continue to go down this path. I mean, are you paying attention, America? Are you paying attention? I posted on social media this week that we're going to be sending Rat's Ass Podcast Kiss the Woobus t-shirts to every celebrity, athlete, and political figure that does stupid stuff. Yeah, if you're in the public eye, you could get your very own Kiss the Woobus t-shirt if you do stupid stuff. Because it's not enough to just put you on the walk of shame anymore. I wanted to send them something, an award, so to speak. So we came up with the Kiss the Woobus t-shirt that will send the message that we want to get across to them. So every individual that's currently honored on the Rat's Ass Walk of Shame is currently getting one in the mail as we speak, with a note telling them what a dumbass we think they are, and to kiss the Woobus. Now, we got some emails from folks asking, hey, Mo, what's a Woobus? You really don't know what a Woobus is? Okay, well, let me define it for you. It's basically just a big, hairy vagina from the 70s, you know, a 70s styles monster bush. You know, the kind when you'd peel off a woman's panties and it looked angry. You looked at it and go, my God, does that thing bite? Yeah. Now, if you haven't seen the shirt, connect with our Facebook page at ratsasspodcast.com. All right, as you know, I like to surf the socials and find other interesting points of view to share with you besides my own. And I found this guy on Facebook. His name is Don Keith, and he's going to dig into the history of socialism leading to communism with Grok on What Say You?
Hey, Grok, can you name any countries where socialism has worked?
No, there aren't any. Every country that's tried real socialism with government ownership of major industries and central planning has either collapsed or quietly abandoned it.
What about those Nordic countries that Democrats point to as great examples of socialism?
They're not socialist. The Nordic countries are free market capitalist economies with high taxes and generous welfare states. They rank at the top of global economic freedom indexes, have strong private property rights, and their governments don't own or control major industries.
Democrats have been using the term working people lately in their push for socialist policies. How many working people were murdered by socialists or communists in revolutions over the last 100 years?
Tens of millions. The most widely cited figure comes from the Black Book of Communism, which puts the 20th century death toll under communist regimes at around 94 million. Other estimates, like those from scholar R.J. Rummel, run even higher, up to 168 million or more. A huge share of those victims were peasants and ordinary working people. In the Soviet Union, Stalin's forced collectivization and the Holodomor famine alone killed millions of Ukrainian and Russian peasants who resisted having their land seized.
Damn, doesn't that sound good? I can't wait till we get some of that socialism here in America.
I watched him pour hot gravy on his Woobus last night.
Holy shit!
Here's Mojo Elliott with his spin on sports on the Wrap.
That did not happen. She's making stuff up again. Do you think I'd be here today if I poured hot gravy on my Woobus? All right, it's time to start thinking about fantasy football. Have you got your league set up, ready to go? I was lucky to get everybody back from last year, so I don't have to recruit any new members. That's a pain in the tuchus, because we have this $500 entry fee. Everybody says, yeah, I want to play. Oh, $500? No, I can't. I'm poor. But whoever wins gets $5K. That's what's great about it. So it's a little gamble, you know, just a little bit. But my Dirty Rats have won it 4 times in 10 years, and this year, football gods willing, I'll put one on the thumb. Now, if you're a player, you want to check out the Rat's Ass Podcast blog this weekend. I'll be posting the top 10 players from each position, starting with the quarterbacks and laying them out just about every day next week for you. And we're going to run all the stats from last year through AI and get a real, true top 10 list for you, okay? You'll just find that on the blog at ratsasspodcast.com. All right? And that is my spin on sports today on the Rats.
Rat's Ass Podcast. Head trauma.
All right, we know you love it and want some more of it, so here we go with the movie mashup. I'm going to play 3 clips from 3 different movies, and you have to guess what films they are from. All right, listen up.
You know what we got to do? Toga party.
Evidently, Mr. Ringo's an educated man.
You dick!
All right, listen close one more time.
You know what we got to do? Toga party.
Evidently, Mr. Ringo's an educated man.
You dick!
All right, go pet your monkey. I'll have the answer coming up for you.
It's time for some loose behavior on the Rat's Ass Podcast.
All right, let's lighten it up here just a tad with Mojo's Fuggin' Funny. Have you ever wondered what would happen if someone from 1965 jumped into a DeLorean and ended up here in 2026? Well, let's find out.
The last thing I remember It was 1965. I had a steak lunch, 3 martinis, and a job that ended at 5. Then I woke up here in 2026. God help me. First thing I noticed, nobody's talking. Everyone's hypnotized by a tiny television in their hand. I thought it was a cult. Turns out it's just everybody. So I went to buy a coffee. $7 for coffee. And the young man asked for my pronouns. I told him I'm a Taurus, and somehow that was the wrong answer. The lady next to me ordered something with oat milk, no foam, half calf, extra hot. In my day, coffee had one ingredient, coffee, and it cost a dime. Then a car rolled up and made no sound at all. No engine, no roar, nothing. I thought I'd gone deaf. Apparently, gas is over. So is masculinity. At the store, they fired the cashier and gave me the job for free. I scanned my own groceries and the machine accused me of theft. Unexpected item in the bagging area. Buddy, you're the unexpected item. I bought a single muffin and the screen asked if I'd like to tip 25% for a muffin. I tipped my hat and left. Outside, a grown woman was dancing at her telephone on the sidewalk. I asked who she was performing for. She said the algorithm. I don't know who that is, but he sounds demanding. Lunch was $18, bread with a smashed avocado on it. They called it brunch. I called it a robbery with garnish. So here I am, 2026. Coffee costs more than gas used to. No one makes eye contact. And the most powerful man alive is named the algorithm. You know what? Send me back. I'll take the 3 martinis and the heart disease. At least the steak was cheap.
Hey, heads up. Here comes your celebrity cheese.
Ben Affleck won $1 million last night on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Did you see the show? Yeah, the money will go to his foundation, goes for a good cause, the Eastern Congo Initiative. Yeah, the Eastern Congo Initiative. Also known as, I got to keep all the money without paying any tax.
What the hell kind of joke's that?
Sean Combs' release date has been moved up a month after he got into a fight with another inmate. His release date now is January 24th, 2028. Sounds a little bass-ackwards to me. You know, I mean, if a sentence gets reduced for bad behavior, if I were Combs, I'd get into 17 fights next month and get out by September. This is exciting. What feels like the 99th Spider-Man movie will be released on Friday, tomorrow. This one's called Brand New Day. Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
And once again, it stars Tom Holland as Peter Parker / Spider-Man. Now, this one is supposed to be darker and more mature. So does that mean Spidey's going to have a bigger bulge for us? Home Improvement stars Patricia Richardson, who played Tim the Toolman Taylor's wife, Jill, reunited with 2 of her TV sons, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who is now 44, and Torrin Noah Smith. He's now 42. Can you believe that? Yeah, the Taylor kids are in their 40s. For no other reason than to catch up. Get a couple of photos, send out to the rag magazines. Just let people know, hey, we're still alive. We're here loving life. Now, I've been told by my neighbors, without any formal proof here, that Jonathan Taylor Thomas once lived in my home when his family first moved here to California. And yes, you're right. I have thought about turning it in, a spare bedroom into a Jonathan Taylor slept here kind of Airbnb thing. But problem is, I just can't get past the idea of strangers busting ass and dropping a deuce in my house. I can't do it. All right, and that is a nasty, naughty slice of celebrity cheese for you.
Who gives a rat's ass?
Rat's Ass Podcast. Email from our Gmail.
All right, you can send your questions, comments, and observations to my producer, Fleabag, at ratsasspodcast.com. At gmail.com. For those of you who like the correct address, ratsasspodcast at gmail.com. And anything goes. The more outrageous and salacious, the better. And it is impossible to offend me. All right, Lily J., Greensboro, North Carolina said, I just wanted to let you know that I could shit a better I could shed a better president than Donald Trump. I don't know why you felt compelled to send me that note, Lily, but okay. But here's the deal. Prove it. I want you to drop trowel right now. Pop a squat and do it. Scoop up in a brown bag and send it to D.C. All right, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But here's the question you have to ask, Lily. Is America ready for a brown president? All right, Jesse K., Walla Walla, Bing Bang, Washington. What characters in a movie or TV series would best define who you are for us? Trying to figure me out, are you? Hey, did you watch that Chevy Chase deal on, I think it's Netflix or Amazon Prime? It was a documentary. It was pretty good. But yeah, he said, you're not going to figure me out. He was kind of rude to the reporter. But anyway, I'm stalling for time while I think about this. I would say I would be a mix of, I've already said that I always navigated towards Otter of Animal House. Also Hank Moody from Californication. Barry Champlain from Talk Radio. It was a movie, Talk Radio. Jeff Dugan from the movie FM. And Andy Travis from WKRP in Cincinnati. I would say if you put them in a blender, mix them all up, that would strongly represent who I be. Chad G., Bloomington, Minnesota, said, I went out with this chick I met on a dating app, and we went to dinner. Had a good time. After we finished, she blindsided me with, hey, would you mind if I take a couple of meals home to my kids? Now, at no time did she mention kids until then. I refused to do it, but now I'm thinking I should have done it. Was I wrong? Oh, you're feeling guilty, are you, Chad? Well, first off, before you take any woman out today, guys, you got to ask if she has kids up front. Okay? If she's a single mom raising kids, ginormous red flag. You got to run like hell because you'll probably get blindsided, hoodwinked like that because that's what some women do. Little light on the money this week. Let me go on a dating app. I'll get some stooge to take me out. And at the end of the meal, I'll stick them with the bill for, 7, 8, 9 meals for my kids. Okay, so unless you're looking for a ready-made family, and I know there are some guys who do it, but you've seen the movie Jerry Maguire, right? Then you know you should never shoplift the pootie, okay? Harrison H., Warren, Michigan. I've been seeing 3 girls this summer. Oh, lucky you. I want to dump 2 and keep one because I'm tired of all this dating. What's the best way to decide between them? I want to hear your ideas. All right, well, next time you take each one out, I want you to drop a $100 bill on the floorboard in the car of the passenger side, okay? Then you stop at a convenience store, go inside for a couple of minutes, then you come back out and you say, hey, did you see a $100 bill laying in the floor anywhere on the car? And if she gives you the money, she's a keeper. The ones who don't, got to let them go. Now, trust me, 2 out of 3 are going to keep the money and act like they didn't see it. Hell, all 3 might do it. At that point, you're back to 0. All right, Jerry O. from Dover, New Hampshire said, I got involved in a drinking game last weekend and ended up passing out. When I woke up, I was naked with this really obese girl laying naked next to me. And he goes, I think we had sex because now it burns when I pee. Then why are you emailing me, Jerry? Okay, if this is true, I have 2 words for you. Are you listening? Free clinic.
Rat's Ass Podcast. Head trauma.
All right, we're playing the movie mashup today. I played 3 clips from 3 different movies for you, and you have to guess all 3 films. Are you ready to review?
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
Evidently, Mr. Ringo's an educated man.
You dick!
All right, if you guessed Animal House, Tombstone, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High, congratulations, you got it right. But if you missed it, go see your doctor about your head trauma. And do get well soon. I'm going to wrap this up because I've got hair reduction surgery later on today. But first, is this real or is it riffraff? A new ET study claims there are women from all over the world who have been abducted by aliens and given artificial insemination to create aliens that look like humans. And they've been walking the earth for decades. Alexa, is this real or is it riffraff?
If it was real, that would explain where Joy Reid, Whoopi Goldberg, and Don Lemon came from, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Alexa, you are on fire today.
Then you better whip it out and hose me off, big boy.
Okay, you nasty bimbot. I think you just need your muzzle today. Get the fuck out! All right, I've got a few shout-outs to Rat Nation for you. Stacy McAdams of Newport Beach, California. Rob Hastings, Phoenix, Arizona. Todd Chrissy from Dallas, Texas. And Mooch Miller from Norman, Oklahoma. And Mooch is a first-time Rat's Ass Nation member. All right, he gets a Rat's Ass Bottoms Up mug for his efforts. And around the world to Melbourne, Australia, Belfast, Ireland, and first-time listeners in Richmond Hill, Canada. So we got to get them some. California. Yes. Welcome, Richmond Hill, Canada.
Now's your chance to be one of the few and the loud. Join Rat Nation at ratsasspodcast.com. Membership does have its rewards, you know.
All right, that's a wrap for this episode of the Rat's Ass Podcast. Go to ratsasspodcast.com to visit our hub and listen to previous episodes. You can read the blog. It's loaded with a lot of hot topicality, including Radio Wars and the Walk of Shame, too. Watch the Rat's Ass Rock TV. Join Mischief at Rat Nation. And connect with us on the socials. We'll do this again on Monday, August 3rd. Take care of each other, and thanks for stopping by the Rat's Ass Podcast in partnership with the Oz Podcast Group.
The conversation continues between podcasts on X and ratsasspodcast.com. ratsasspodcast.com.